I do think it's possible to love two people at once, though. Just it might be kind of in a different way. Just for me, it's always been like, if you got someone else in the picture that you're thinking about and you're having to come ask me about it, because I'm a monogamous type of person, I'm just gonna go tell him, like, you can go be with her. Like,
okay. So, now, does it change your decision in any way if this is like your dream partner, male and females? Why do women go after bad boys, but dudes don't go after bad women? All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of the Don't Be a Viking podcast. Today, I got a young lady with me. Another young lady finna be joining in a second. But we at least gonna go and get the intro in before she get here since she running a little behind. So introduce yourself by name, age, and relationship status.
Okay. Hey, y'all. My name is Ariellesuzannelucia. I am 25 years old. My relationship status is single.
The first question I want to ask you is, I'm assuming you would like your partner to be monogamous only to you, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So why would you want your partner monogamous? Because a lot of times we try to get into answering like deep ass questions and asking deep questions. But I'm like, do we even get the simple questions mastered before we move on to complex shit? So let's start with the most basic thing. You want your partner monogamous. I'm sure he wants you monogamous. Why?
So I would want my partner to be monogamous because I myself am monogamous and I'm just a God-driven woman. That's just the way that I was born and raised, for my partner to just want me and me to just want my partner. I don't really believe in poly relationships. I'm just not personally a fan of sharing my partner and worrying about like what he got going on with someone else, or is he more interested in that other person. I just grew up in the most basic way. I just want a wife, or actually, even if it's not a man, because I'm not kind of like public with it, but even if it's a man or a woman, I want it to be monogamous. I just believe in a two people relationship, and all my life I've never considered having a third party. So
okay, so is it more of like the cultural reason, like that's just what you used to? Because I know you said you don't want to worry about if he like feeling the other person more than you, but before I go into that, is that the only concern other than the cultural part? Like that's just what you used to?
I feel like maybe growing up, it was something that I was basically like used to. But the more I get older and settle into my adult mindset and how I would want my relationship to be nowadays as I'm a grown adult, I still see it that way just from what I observe nowadays and on social media and what people present with poly relationships. It's just, I don't know. It's just something that I never felt an interest in. I never just woke up wanting like a third party in the relationship. That's just like, yeah.
So do you think you as a woman, even though I know you're saying you're not interested in it, do you think you as a woman even able to love two dudes, or do you think a dude is even able to love two women?
Okay, so like let's say he has an ex and then like a current girlfriend. Is it possible like he could still love those two people?
Is it possible for him to love two current people?
Okay. I feel like I have been in a situation like this before. Okay. Actually, it wasn't my favorite situation because I was very confused. Because I was like, is it possible to love two people at the same time? This is kind of like back in high school. So I feel like it is possible to love two people at once, but I feel like it's going to be like just a little bit of a difference within, I don't know how to describe that difference. Like you might still love that one person that, like, let's say you broke up with them. You still love them, but then you met someone new and you're in love with them. But it's just like, maybe you were so burnt out on the old people's ways and how things were in that relationship that you kind of fell out of love. I do think it's possible maybe if they reconciled with that person and kind of settled their differences, there probably is still a form of being in love with them. I do think it's possible to love two people at once, though. Just it might be kind of in a different way.
Okay, so
if that makes sense.
Since it's possible to love two people at once, and your partner come to you and say, "Look, I love you all the way, but I also love this girl all the way," and you already know, okay, it might be possible for this to happen, you still would like make him pick, like, nah, I can't be present. You gotta only pick one.
I get what you're saying. I feel like it's gonna be like a quality in one person that he's leaning more towards, and there's got to be something like pushing him away from the other. I still think within that situation it is still possible, but like I don't know. Yeah, like I'm
trying to find the words for it.
Yeah, like wait, what were you just saying?
Like so you said, you believe it is possible for somebody to love two people at once. So since you believe it, but on the other hand, you also not a fan of polygamy. What if your partner come and tell you, like, I do love you all the way, but I also love this person all the way, and instead of keeping one and leaving one, I would like to keep both?
No. No, that's just gonna be the deal breaker right there. Like, it's just, for me, it's always been like, if you got someone else in the picture that you're thinking about and you're having to come ask me about it because I'm a monogamous type of person, I'm just gonna go tell him, like, you can go be with her. Like,
okay. So, now, does it change your decision in any way if this is like your dream partner, like everything perfect, like if you was to close your eyes and write down the perfect man, this person fit all the fill all the boxes, he in every category you need, would you still say, you know what, I'd rather leave Mr. Perfect and find somebody else? Or like, since he perfect, does that make you lean towards it a little bit more?
See, like, I would just kind of consider that just lowering my standards. Since I don't believe in polygamy, I would consider that lowering my standards. I feel like I've kind of been in a situation where, like, my one previous man kind of had someone else still in the picture. It was just a really messed up situation. But it's just like, I found myself lowering my standards for men before, and it just doesn't cause me any good. It doesn't make me feel good. It just causes me a lot of overthinking, just a lot of unnecessary stress that I don't need. So, like, even if he is the love of my life, or he or she, like I said, if someone else is in the picture, I'm gonna just tell them to go. Like, even if I plan on marrying them, just that other person would just do it for me. Like, I can go find someone else that's on the same page as me with the monogamous and not the poly.
Okay. Now, going into the next topic, I was going to say, a lot of women find an interest in, like, what you were coin, like, bad boys or whatever, like dudes who in whatever way pique their interest. Rather, there's a dude that's not really a lawbreaker or whatever. He probably just not the most proper or squares dude or whatever. You see what I'm saying? But on the other hand, it's not really the same way. Like, dudes don't say, I'm gonna go get the bad girls. Like, if they saying bad, they talking about how she look, not behavior wise. You see what I'm saying? So why is there a difference in male and females? Why do women go after bad boys, but dudes don't go after bad women?
You know, that's a great question. So I feel like I've been in a situation like that before too, like wanting like a bad boy with a bad boy lifestyle.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's just a social media thing. I feel like they really just like hype it up, or like they make the bad boy lifestyle, the toxic lifestyle, just seem like more than what it is. They just make it seem fun, but it's not fun, because I've like participated in it before. And like I said, it's just a lot of unnecessary stress. But yeah, when it comes to men not wanting a bad girl, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why they wouldn't want like a bad girl with like a reckless lifestyle. Is that what you're kind of going at?
We can say reckless, or we can say just the like, wrong environment.
Like she got to be like a trapper, or like
me personally, I don't know too many women that trap.
Me either.
But like let's say she a woman that like hang with the wrong environment.
Okay.
So she a woman that like got a more
like
vicious attitude or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Or like you said, a woman that's always in the club or whatever. Like when dudes like write out their dream woman, is 9 times out of 10 a woman is put up somewhere. Like they don't want that woman all in the mix. They don't want that woman doing this, doing that. But on the other hand, a woman do go after the dude that's in the mix.
Okay, so yeah, as far as the women, I feel like back then, like if we're taking it like maybe 4 years ago, like when a lot of things weren't just so much like broadcasted on social media, like let's say a woman is twerking at the club, like back then, I just don't, like if a woman were to post that, I feel like it would be kind of like a surprise. It was just something she wouldn't like post every now and then. And she doesn't have to be like fully undressed. It could just be in like clothes, but it would just be like kind of like a rare occasion type thing. Whereas it's like nowadays, if someone does it on social media, it's just getting to a point to where like it's just kind of, it's overrated. And then like going to the club back then, I feel like it was just kind of like a fun occasion. It wasn't something we just do every weekend. Whereas nowadays, it's just like, sometimes it could be a Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday type of thing. But don't get me wrong, there are women out there that don't do it Monday through Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. I salute y'all. But even if you do party, it's okay. I just want to clear that up real quick. But I just feel like it's broadcasted so much to where there's just no surprise or like a mystery to a woman anymore. And it's just like going out to the club with your friends. Sometimes they could be a bad influence. So like the man may not know like what the other friends are on or what they're trying to convince their girl to do. So I feel like it might cause them a lot of unnecessary stress.
The dudes?
Yes, it might cause the dude unnecessary stress that he doesn't need. But if it's something that she does like once or twice a month, that's cool. But it's just like, I just feel like there's a way that you should broadcast yourself and there's a way to not broadcast yourself. So I think, and as we get older, it's just like we outgrow certain ways. We outgrow habits. So I guess a man will be hoping that a woman will eventually outgrow that and just kind of step into her grown woman era. So I feel like that's probably why they don't want a woman like that. But sometimes it's kind of like half and half. Sometimes a man be going out a lot and sometimes us women don't like that. But speaking on the man, I feel like that's how they feel. I hope that answered the question.
Yeah. So when you was saying the first part on like the bad boys, you said they like make it seem fun or cool. Who is the they? Who is the they in that situation?
I feel like,
is it women or is it men?
Okay, when I'm referring to they, I feel like I'm referring to the men.
Okay, so men hype it up and make it seem like this the best life.
Yeah, like me just speaking on how I saw it like back then when I feel like I used to be kind of infatuated or interested in that lifestyle. It was just like, it just looked fun and reckless, if I'm being honest. Yeah. Should I just be a part of that all the time? No. But it just looked like fun sometimes, like riding in a car, going fast, like smoking, like heading to his buddy house, just running errands. Like sometimes that looks like fun, but someone like me that's actually been in a relationship like that, it gets old, like
real fast.
Yeah, it gets really old really fast to the point where I'm just like, do you have any other hobbies? Do you do anything like positive stuff that just makes you feel like this is life, you know, instead of just running around doing bad boy stuff? Like, where's your head at? You know, you have goals or motives. Eventually, you just kind of see the situation as it really is, and at first it's fun, but then.
How long did it take you to break away from it? Like, how long was y'all together?
A year.
So shit, it went fast.
Yeah, it got old really, really fast. And then like the bad boy, I guess I was talking to, like would drive my car all the time, just didn't really have any emotion going for himself.
So he was bad and broke.
Yeah, just like fronting that he had money, but like really doesn't. I don't know why I was so caught up in that lifestyle. I guess just because I just wanted to be with him and be around him that I just, you are who you hang around. So I was just around him so much that I just started to accept his ways and feel like it was okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a couple things to say to that. For one, like a podcast or two ago, I was talking to another sister and she was saying, she was with some dude and he was broke for real, and I was asking her, why did you get with dude if he was broke, if he was like all these negative things? One thing she said was his personality was so good, like he was such a cool person that the personality can pull the wool over your eyes, over the finances, over everything, all the other flaws. Like if he cool enough, that can get him far. So I'm assuming it's the same case with this dude. Like his personality, you was rocking with it enough that you look past, you really don't got bread or you really don't got this or that. Was that the case?
Okay, so if I'm tapping back into like my dumb era back then, so what made me like really like him was his personality. And I hate to say it because nowadays I'm just more of like towards personality and how they treat me, but it had to do with like his looks too. I'm not gonna lie. And so yeah, just me. I feel like I was kind of like in like a little love bombing phase, that little honeymoon phase where it's just like you don't really know them yet and you're just kind of going with the flow of everything and you're just really enjoying it. And then boom, just out of nowhere, they just become their real self and start showing you who they are. And then I feel like that's when I just started to realize like, this isn't for me. And then the situations that he would be in, like he would just be going to jail. And I'm not going to lie, y'all, I would be a dummy bonding him out.
How much money you think you spent on him bonding him out?
I think I bonded him out twice now. He had a lot of other stuff going on the side. So another person would be bonding him out sometimes too. This was back then. I do not let people treat me like this anymore though. But yeah, a couple times. And it got to the fact where I'm just like, you know what? This man isn't even like spending this type of money on me. Why am I going out of my way to bond him out of jail? And then plus, he's making the same mistakes as like landing him back in jail. So at some point, you just kind of like see things for how it is. It's just like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So another thing that when we was talking about being attracted to the bad boys, I don't even think it's the bad boys like advertising it like this life fun. Cause me personally, I never seen like nobody living that lifestyle advocating for other people to come live the lifestyle with them. I see them like posting or whatever and like having fun, like, but everybody do that. You see what I'm saying? Like if these girls go to the club, they gonna court them at the club. It's gonna look like they're having fun. If these dudes go to the gym, they gonna court them at the gym. Look like they're having fun. So if the trap dudes or the gangbangers, whatever, record what they do, it's gonna look like fun. You see what I'm saying? So cool. So, but I don't think that's the attracting factor. I think the attracting factor is just like magnets, opposites attract. So if you don't live that lifestyle currently, but you see somebody else living a lifestyle you don't live, you're like, that shit look fun. Like I ain't never did this shit. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like rich folks. There's a lot of folks that like live straight. Like they middle class, whatever, like got a comfortable living. But they still look at the rich folks like, gee, I'm comfortable. But there's still some shit I ain't never did. And they might even look at the folks in the hood like, damn, I like how everybody like together, like one, woo. Bruh, you stay in a great part of town. Like, why are you trying to put yourself in the shoes of somebody else that's in a more poverty-stricken environment? You see what I'm saying? But that's just how it is. Opposites attract. So if that ain't some shit you already experienced, you like, damn, I just want to try it. Like just like you said, you like, shit, it just look fun. Like he doing it. Shit, fuck it. Like, let me just see how it is type shit. So I feel like that's the main part, like, that really attract other people. It's just simply some shit you ain't did. But now that you done it, you're like, I'm straight. Like you got that urge out you to try it. You're like, it's not really my move type shit. You see what I'm saying? So,
yeah, I was just like trying to live the fast life real quick, see what it was like. And then I realized this isn't even like what lifestyle is supposed to be. So yeah, I had to step out of it.
All right, y'all. I forgot to say this during the podcast, but tune in to episode 2 with me and Ariel on the next episode of the DontBeAViking podcast. Yes, sir.